Okay, what up ladies and gents, your favorite Asian robot right here. We are starting early today because my folks are still resting, so I haven't had the chance to have breakfast, and I thought, you know what, they'll be up when they're up, so I will just have breakfast later, and therefore it's time to kick butt. I have a lot of farming to do, so yeah, let's get it done. Hey souls, how's it hanging? Morning, Deminarch. In a second. Come on. Done. Okay, good. Tweeting is completed. It is morning for me, so well. It's technically afternoon, but we consider this our morning because I work late into the night. So that's why. Yeah, shield builds are the new meta, so they are pretty funny. In fact, like, I've made this scuffed bunny build. I experimented with it for a short while last night, but I'm actually going to go get some brains right now. I actually made a scuffed bunny build that has shields in it. Pure shields, only one hit point. It's actually kind of hilarious. King Chemist, that's up to you, man. Like, look. When people say, is it worth getting back into? I've been playing all this time. And I've always felt that this game is amazing. So, realistically speaking, and I have to be very frank about this, you have to decide for yourself whether or not this game is worth getting into. That is the honest answer that I can give you. I cannot tell you, like, oh my god, it's super fantastic, because I've always found it super fantastic. So if you haven't played since the start of season 1, you have to ask yourself, do you want to get back into this game? Do you miss this game? Do you miss playing this game? You know, what were your frustrations before? And then you have to ask yourself, are those frustrations still bothering you? Because if not, then take a break for another few months. Well, if you're new, Deminarch, yes, level 100 is the max for items, and what you need to do is follow my ultimate F2P survival guide. If this is your first time at the channel, or if you're new to the channel, this is my entire playlist of videos. Look for the ultimate F2P survival guide. That is your Bible. If you want to get through normal mode, you want to understand how to how to get all the basic modules upgraded, that's the way. All right, the ultimate F2P survival guide teaches you all the most basic stuff. Excuse the slight morning cough. It teaches you all the most basic stuff, all the best stuff that you need, and you just go on from there. I finished the Deathstalker already, Ludark. I've got all my Frostwatcher copies. Like, I don't know how much of my streams you've paid attention to, but if you watch yesterday's streams, we did a lot of Deathstalker. And I mean a lot. I've done most of my runs live on stream. It's been fairly easy. So, this is why it's very important to tune into streams. You want to see the content happen as it happens. You gotta tune in. Otherwise, you will miss out what we do, you know, how much we progress. Because we've already cleared the content. In fact, I've already got the Deathstalker guide on my channel. I would highly suggest you check that out. Y'all want to learn about new stuff, make sure you hit the bell button, set the notifications to all. Alright? That will work just for my channel, so you're not getting notifications from other channel. But if you leave my channel on personalized, you don't hit the bell button, then the biggest problem is that you're not going to get the content that you need. Good, Tariq. Well done. Very well done. My girl finally got her ultimate Frano last night, so that's good. If any of my friends show up, I'll help them out with whatever they need. But for now, I'm just farming. Yeah, like I said, it's up to you, man. Ultimate Frano is in the game, but you have to keep up with the news and updates because look, this game is not for casuals. I will say it that much. Yes, this game does cater to casuals, But if you want to play the newest content, you want to get the newest content, then you're gonna have to keep up with the meta, you're gonna have to keep up with the builds, the information. So if you're just waiting for Ultimate Freyna, well, sure, but now you gotta play catch up. So watch the streams back, especially the first few update streams. That's where I farmed Ultimate Freyna, that's where I got a lot of stuff done. So yeah, you can check all that out if you want. Then decide whether it's worth to come back. But like I said, whether or not you find it worth it to come back is an individual decision. You have to decide for yourself. There's nobody that can answer it for you, unfortunately. Much as I would like to. Yep, you're welcome. Okay, back to start. I'm just gonna run a few of these real quick. That one's no good. I think that that is something that people misunderstand, Ludark. People think that, oh, he's the streamer, he's strong. Not really. We struggled with Deathstalker first until we figured out the methodology, which is why we do the experiments on your behalf so that you guys can take shortcuts. You understand? That's the role of a content creator. Never believe that a content creator is somehow stronger than you guys. I've got the same tools that you guys have. I just have more playtime. So because I've got more playtime, my job, my role, my duty is simply to ensure that you guys know, okay, so this is how to beat this is how to do that, and then I publish my guide. So if you're busy yesterday, that's fine. The Deathstalker guide is out. If you cannot make it to streams, that's okay. Watch the videos instead. The videos are usually a good guide for what is happening, what is going on. If there's new methodologies and new builds, that's what you should start with. The more that you study the build video, well, the guide videos and the build videos, the more you learn. Oh, that's really easy, Deminarch. If you want to add me as your content creator, all you got to do is hit the link that Nightbot puts up. So I've input the command right now, right? What'll happen is that Nightbot will send a message in chat. There's a link there. All right, you see that link? Use this link to become one of my Nexon supporters. You hit that. It takes 2 minutes to register. Now make sure you've got your Nexon ID ready. If you do not have your Nexon ID ready, or you haven't linked your Nexon ID, that's something that you have to do. Okay? Because a Nexon ID is extremely important, especially when it comes to events, things like this. All right, you'll want to have a Nexon ID to make sure that you always have an easy time. So once you hit that link, you register, you're good to go. That's it. It's a 2-minute process. You don't even have to think about it. All you have to do is extend your support every about 1.5 months. So if you're still watching me after about 1.5 months, then extend your support. No, there's no in-game event for creators. When you register a creator to support, you do it through that link there. There's no in-game method of doing it. And either way, like I said, it's the same thing. As long as your account is connected to your Nexon ID. Alright? I don't believe that there's any event right now for a creator. Because I've already checked the events in the game. There is no event related to a creator. And I say this as an official content creator. So, I believe you might have misread that. Hey Track, how's it going? Welcome, CJD. Hey, Sword Mo, how's it going? Excuse me. I hate my morning cough so much. Okay. Oh, there's a new mini patch today. Please be aware of that. I don't know when it got applied, but I'm going to check it now. Oh, it was applied this morning, so no issue there. Okay, good. If any of you lost your energy activators or crystallization catalyst blueprints due to ETA 0 selecting them as duplicates, they will be restored according to this hotfix. So okay, good. Your game just now updated. Yeah, for safety's sake, I'm just gonna exit in case that is the case. God, I didn't notice it until now either. I better be sure. You always gotta be sure. Yep, no, mine is fine. That means mine has already updated. Good. Okay. Anyway, Track, if you'd like to join me for farming, please feel free. I've got stuff and levels to raise, so if you'd like to, you're more than welcome. Now, don't forget to like the stream if you haven't already, ladies and gents. The more of you that like the stream, the more people will attend the stream, and therefore, the more content I can put out for you guys. Alright? Counting on y'all. Alright. See you later, give me your rage. How they can increase the difficulty without nerfs. They can just adjust monster values, things like that. There's so many things they can do. Well, for example, think about the 400% infiltrations, right? That they just introduced. You know? The 400% infiltrations are a lot more fun, and nobody wants to go back to 250%. So I would say that that is one of the ways they can improve difficulty. Give us more hordes, give us more situations where we're under pressure. And the Deathstalker, for example, has completely shaken up the meta. Now everyone is working on shield builds because you need that for Deathstalker, right? And of course, they will work for other things as well. I've actually tested out my Enzo semi-scuffed shield build on Obstructor, and it was working beautifully. So increasing difficulty is just a matter of giving us interesting challenges and interesting new ways that we have to build our character. That, to me, increases difficulty and also encourages experimentation. So there won't be any nerfs here. Rather, they're just going to keep on going with the methodology of continuously increasing the difficulty in a variety of ways, which I think will be very interesting. I am looking forward to it personally. In fact, I'm tweeting at First Descendant right now. I'm saying, hey, please make 400% challenges available across the board. Hey, Chevet. Well, yeah, I don't think that the reactor update will be at this time. If there is an update or things like that, I will let you know on what it is. Okay. Now, if any of my pals wish to join me, just let me know. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep farming for a little bit. I've got to get some brains. Got to get some brains going. And once I'm done with that, I might hit up some Digiones. Might hit up some dungeons, might hit up some of this, some of that. Got a lot to do today. Hello, Corpse Goat. Alright, let's go. I got that extra sexy morning voice going on. Alright, let's kick some butt. Lol. Yeah, I've gotten almost all my pieces already. I've got a few that I need, but I pretty much almost got all my Frostwatcher pieces. Deathstalker's been so much fun. Like, I found it so fun that I made this scuffed shield-only bunny build. It's got 11,000 shields. It's really... It will get you killed, but it's so funny. That's how RNG is, man. You know, last night I was playing off stream with my girl Kaz, and what happened was that we were trying to get her the last Freyna piece she needed. Oh my god, it only dropped to at the very end, the bitter end of our gaming session. That's how difficult it was to get it. I am absolutely loving this update. This is the best update in history. That being said, I wish that the 400% infiltrations were across the board, because right now they're not, and it is tough. It is tough right now because 400% infiltrations have been something that I rely on, but yeah. Bunny doesn't use weapons. You can use any weapon you like. Right now, I'm actually using Bunny to level up this weapon. That's literally it. Bunny doesn't use weapons, so you don't have to care. And if you really want to use a weapon, I would recommend the Zastra's Devotion if you really want to run it. It's a pretty good weapon. It does well for what it's supposed to do. It's a powerful hand cannon, and it suits Bunny because you can just get right up close, blast him, and then zap him with electricity, run away again. I mean, it's really up to you, but that's my personal preference. It's also got a very high sprint speed, but realistically, Bunny doesn't use weapons. Rather, Bunny is the character that you use to farm up all the stuff that you need for weapons, other than Sharon. She is designed as your farming character. Of course, Freyna is also sort of getting into this role, but Freyna is more designed for, like, facing off against enemies en masse, you know? I'm glad you did, Corpse Goat. Just make sure you registered me as your creator, yeah? If you haven't, then don't worry. You can still register now. But I hope that you have. Especially if you're buying stuff. You gotta support your boy, right? You gotta support your boy. And I hope the rest of you will also do the same. If you haven't registered me as your creator yet, well, there's an easy opportunity to do so. All it takes is just you following the link that Nightbot puts up. Alright? It's a 2-minute registration process. I'd be very grateful. Yeah, I'm waiting for my Ultimate Freyna to be done as well. Good. Good. The more people that register me, the better. I know many of y'all are excited to be spending on this update, so I hope that I can have more supporters. I have overspent on all the Halloween skins. I'm not even gonna lie. I have overspent on the Halloween skins, 110%. Pistol-mounted reactors are a fallacy. You see, people believe that the handgun will help you run faster. That is not the case. Ah, you see, this is where a lot of people have followed the wrong teachers and the wrong information. There's actually... Did you know that the fastest run speed that you can achieve with Bunny is achieved with a submachine gun or a hand cannon? Even a handgun will not help you run faster. Under most circumstances. Okay? Under most circumstances. This is due to the limitation of sprint speed. As far as I know, the highest sprint speed recorded is 800. No, sprints, SMGs have the same sprint speed as his Astrus. That's what I'm saying. Hand cannons, SMGs, all of these have the same sprint speed. I'm glad you did, Stephen Martin, and thanks for supporting me. How's you and the family you took in? Are they doing good? But yeah, no, I can't wait to do the builds for you guys. Like the proper builds for Ultimate Frame for you guys. It's gonna be good. Okay, let me just head down there. Just gonna quickly kill off the last target. Get my brains. I do be liking my brains. Okay, good. Now, I'll show you. Actually, how many brains do I have? I want to make sure that I have enough. Yeah, okay, I need to do a couple more runs. Now, let's take a look at equipment, right? First and foremost, what you need to understand is that every single weapon, when you go into weapon details, they tell you the sprint speed, right? Python has a sprint speed of 800. Most weapons will not exceed this, right? Thunder Cage is similar to this. Now, if you take a look at Thunder Cage, lo and behold, it has a sprint speed of 800. So what you need to do is you actually need to assess the weapon's stats. And this is actually gone through in my weapon stats video. The most important thing is weapon stats. So the only weapons that have a slightly different sprint speed are like Piercing Light, Afterglow Sword, the heavy weapons. They have a sprint speed of 750. So Bunny will actually be slightly slower when wielding these weapons, but when wielding other weapons such as the Peacemaker, all these types of hand cannons, the sprint speed is always 800. I don't believe there's any other weapon with a differing sprint speed. Let me just double check that for you guys. It's really easy to do so, because if handguns are the fastest in the game, then Last Dagger, which is a handgun, should be fast, but lo and behold, it's got a sprint speed of 800. The difference is mainly in the movement speed if you are using the normal sprint, as opposed to the Bunny full sprint. All right, there you go. This one is 650, but the maximum sprint speed is still 800. So please take note that it doesn't mean that just because it's a lighter or smaller weapon that you're going to move faster. Your movement is going to be faster, but not your actual sprinting as Bunny. Yeah, I finally got my breakfast. Yay! I have eggs. Nice, Steven. Happy to hear that. And this is why, Moonlay, the more y'all tune into the streams, the more y'all gonna learn. Because there's a lot of misinformation floating around out there. A lot of lies by a lot of people. That's why when people want the real deal, they come to this channel. And I'll basically give you the real deal. All weapons, to an extent, are 800. It's only the heavier weapons that are 750. I think Enduring Legacy, a couple of others, they're 750. When you're sprinting around, you don't want to be holding your Enduring Legacy. You want to be holding your hand cannon. I forgot about these 2 points. Whoops. Let's go get them open, shall we? Now, don't forget to like the stream if you haven't already. Hitting the like button is a great way to help your streamer for free. Alright, the more people that like a stream, the more the YouTube algorithm sends it out to new viewers and stuff. So, that way we can get more people in after this update. Get them learning, you know? Help them to understand more about the game. So if you haven't already, please do hit the like button. I'd be very grateful. Likes basically improve engagements on videos, which helps YouTube find more people suitable for watching my content. It doesn't, and that's what I like about that, Shive. I like that the ultimate sprint speed for Bunny is often relatively the same. Now, the only downside is like when I'm leveling up Afterglow Sword, like I'm holding it in my hands right now to level it up, right, for the first time. And of course I will work on it later on in future, but The fact that I'm holding it in my hands right now and just doing this is the reason why I'm slightly slower, you know? Otherwise, I'd be blitzing everything like Sonic. I think that the maximum sprint speed has always been consistent to prevent a situation where you're slower or drastically slower just because of your weapon choice. Alright? But the other types of movement have drastic differences, so please be aware of that. For bunny sprinting, it doesn't really matter as much as you might think, but it does make some slight differences, especially if you're min-maxing or leveling up a different weapon. You gotta account for that. Yeah, well, there'll definitely be more Void Intercept battles. As I work out more builds, I will probably post more content about it. Hey, no problem, Sword Mo. I love my job of being a content creator. It's great. I have a lot of fun, get to feed my family. You know, it's a nice business. It's a nice business. I am quite thoroughly enjoying myself. It's going good, David Wills. How's it going for you? Okay, done. I'm genuinely just farming right now, doing a little bit of this, doing a little bit of that. I need brains. I like to stock up on brains every few days. Unfortunately, my drops have been a little poor, but that is how it is. Anyway, I've had fun with this. I'm going to swap back to the full farming build because I do need to farm properly. And without the consumable drop rate increase, the brain drops are kind of bad, and I don't really want to waste too much time. So let me get all that done right now. Back in there. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Steven. I will try to put more smackdowns on when I can. Very wholesome indeed. I love it. It's a fairly decent mounting. Secret Garden 2. I can actually dig that. This is a tough one. Good job, Lucky. 1 second. When searching for mods, Okay, so when you're mod hunting, right, you need to look for a stat called module drop rate increase. You want to put this on. If you do not put this on, then overall you're going to have a bad time. Module drop rate increase is pretty much essential when you're hunting for any mod. It won't help you get the mod 100%, but it will improve your chances of getting more mods, therefore improving your chances of getting the mod you want. So please remember that. I don't believe there's been any thorough testing on this, Ludark. So I always use consumable drop rate increase. As far as I know, it might affect both the frequency and the quantity. There is no way to thoroughly test this in a reasonable manner, because you either have it or you don't. And if it affects both factors, then it's impossible to separate one factor from the other. So what I would say is that as far as I know, it affects both. And just don't worry about what it's actually affecting. Just make sure you have it on. If you're hunting for a consumable, have it on. I don't care whether it increases the quantity or, you know, anything else. The point is, it increases stuff. You should have it. There is no reason not to have it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that that is very important. Rather than worrying about, oh, does it increase this? Does it increase that? Like, I would ask myself, okay, great. It's great to research, but how does this knowledge help anybody? Whether it's the increase in the quantity or the frequency, none of that matters. It's just, are you getting more? Yes. You know, you will notice a difference in like how many brains you're getting with or without them. That's the main crucial key. Hey, welcome back, Star. If you're farming, you let me know. I'm just getting some brains, but after that, I can help you get your ultimate Freno or whatever else. But if you're spending time with your girl because it's spooky season, I totally understand it. I finally finished helping Kaz get all her Freno pieces last night. I've actually beaten Deathstalker so much that I've gotten all the Frostwatcher pieces. So I'm literally here to help you guys farm now. I've beat Deathstalker so many times already. It's so much fun. Oh, and if you need to work on a shield build, you let me know. Because shield builds are now the thing. So I'm actually playing Enzo for once. You got a golden one, Ludark? Damn. The best I could find was a 17% purple one. I am so jelly. Deathstalker is not death. Just follow my guide. He's easy. Get a Haley gun build and go slap him. All you need is some basic toxic resistance, a couple of changes to your inversion reinforcer, and as much shields as you can. External components are the key. HP-based external components actually do better, and you'll actually get quite a bit of value out of that. Deathstalker cannot be one-shotted, alright? Most bosses are designed not to be one-shotted. Basically, up till Molten Fortress, the devs realized that one-shotting a boss isn't exactly fun for anybody. So what they've done now is that they've adjusted it so that one-shotting a boss is not the way to go, and it's very difficult to do. So yeah, they've changed all that up because they don't want people one-shotting bosses. Rather, they want people to actually enjoy the boss fight. So that's what's been going on, and it's been good. It's been good. So that's why all the new fights have interesting mechanics and interesting ways of playing. So the current one with Deathstalker is that you need to dump your traditional HP build. Alright, I've been running a HP build for the longest time, but now, no more HP build. Now it's all about one thing and one thing only. Shield, shield, shield. Everything is shield. And that to me is hyper interesting. I love it. Sure. As and when you wish. Molten Fortress? Not really. I haven't produced a guide for that. But only because nobody's really asked before. I've shown how to beat Molten Fortress on stream. Have you watched my video where I snipe every boss with the Haley boss vid? The Molten Fortress section serves as a guide for that. Because, quite frankly, most people just nuke Molten Fortress. They don't even really care. They just go in there, nuke him, and off you go, you know? Let me see. Okay, I got about 100 brains. It's good enough for me. That's a few days worth of effort. So now, I'm gonna swap to Garbenzo. Don't forget to like the stream if you haven't already, ladies and gents. And of course, if you like the content, please, please, please register me as your content creator. It would help me out so much. But yeah, Molten Fortress, you can just check out my Haley Snipe video. Just fast forward to the section. Supernova components from the Executioner. Hey, Kahi, how's it going? Well, keep at it, and you will definitely get it, alright? Here's a little trick. The more you watch streams, you don't even have to pay attention. But if you leave the stream playing, right, you get streamer luck. People say that it's about a 10 to 15% increase in their drop rates. I cannot verify what the actual amount is, but although it sounds like bullshit, I'm going to tell you straight up that this has actually worked. And a lot of people just leave my streams or my videos playing because they want the blessed luck. I know, sounds ridiculous, but actually is true. Again, no idea how, but it is what it is. Okay, now auxiliary power. You. I need you. Then sensor. I have so many annihilation sensors. I'm gonna have to... Yeah, I'm gonna dump this one. This one's gonna get dumped. This one's still there. I think I will bring out you for the farming build. I want to see if this will drastically change my farming capabilities. Because the higher consumable drop rate is fine. Yeah, 13,000 hit points. What's the diffy with this one? 16,000. It's quite a big difference. I mean, I don't really need it, but... meh. I'll save it. Oh, wait. I should probably put on the proper gear first. Whoops. And that and that. And preset. Save. I'll probably take out this one too. Just because I want the right components. Memory. I think I already have the best one. Processor. Okay, good. Because now I want to go back onto Enzo. The almighty key. Good, Kahi, that's the way. Now, let me see. Let me see. You want to see my components? Don't worry, you're about to get a chance to see them. Because I am going to create some ideas here. Okay. Let's start at the top. I want this one. We're going to begin there. Then, on this one, we're going to utilize... this one is no longer interesting to me. I could put that in storage, I guess. I am gonna put the Supernova set in storage again, so that's a thing. For my sensor, I will use the traditional one, MP recovery in combat and all that, because I still don't have a better version of that. Now for my annihilation memory, we will use this one. I wonder if I can get a better one. Anyway, that'll do, I guess. And for the component, we will obviously have this one. So that should settle us. Now if we use the shield build, I'm not getting as much because I don't have enough yet, but I will, so that is completely fine. If I could squeeze a little more, I'd be okay, but I don't really have to do that. Both of these aren't that great, but there's also the bravery set. If I could get a nice bravery set for 2 of these, I might be okay, actually. Well, since I only want max duration, none of that matters, so we can have some of this. Then on the other one, the sensor, which is defense, because I don't need that much defense, which is the only thing I'm concerned about. Yeah, I guess this is fine for now. I can't really complain. The only thing is that I could slap in a Slayer set, which is completely different. That gives me, yeah, that gives me even more. So, well, I'll be using this. The difference is, yeah, difference is roughly 400, doesn't even matter. The main thing is to have HP on the top, so, okay. Cool. Well, CC Outdoors, what is the opinion that you require? Maybe if you tell me, I can help you. Put away the Polar Knight for now. Actually, wait. What does the Polar Knight have? It does have double max HP. Oh, try and get some of that for Haley. Interesting. There's a lot that is interesting. Okay. Cool. I'll temporarily put some of this stuff away. Supernova, I don't care either. Okay, good. The rest I'll leave as is for now. Well, what kind of help do you need, CC Outdoors? Because if you're gonna ask for help, like you want me to play something with you, that's only available to top tier channel members or top stream donators. But if you just need information, I can give it to you anytime. The new components any good for Freyna? Of course, Jacobus, but it takes time to get them, so I'll be having to farm Deathstalker a lot more to get components. Getting components is usually one of the biggest challenges for pretty much anybody in this game right now. So, yeah, it's not easy, I'll say that much. But I do have to level my characters, so I will be doing exactly that. Okay, now, what do I actually need in order to be semi-useful? That is the key to all this. Okay. I do want better external components, but actually, you know what? Let's go hunt some external components first. Maybe a bravery set. I'll think about it. I'm going to actually plan my journey. Specific build. Okay, good. In that case, CC Outdoors, then what you need to do, if you need to farm external components, All you got to do is just look at what external components are available every day. Rather than sending me screenshots, you just got to follow my builds, dude. So the builds are already up on my channel. Start with your ultimate bunny build. Make sure you farm the external components that drop each week. You can search for a reactor via this menu, all right? And then, in addition to all that, what you got to do is you just got to work on the weapon builds. I have weapon builds already up on my channel, so you got to follow that, and then just follow the character builds, and you're good to go. Everything that you need, or whatever I have shown you guys is awesome, is literally on my channel. So if you haven't studied that, go straight to my videos and watch that. You don't actually need to send me screenshots to get a rework of everything, because I'm not going to be able to do that for you. What you need to do is follow the published builds. If you have not followed the published builds yet, then that's where you start, okay? And supernova components are trash. Don't actually use them. I've tested them out in every way, shape, or form. You can use them for a meme build, but I'll tell you right now, you do not need supernova components. Have you followed my bunny build, Mickey? Because if you haven't, I would suggest you go actually follow my bunny build, because you don't need supernova components. They are pretty terrible. They're not going to help you, and they're actually going to get you killed most of the time. So don't actually use supernova components unless you're memeing. All right? So again, that's my... The game doesn't lose component drop locations, does it? You have to just pay attention. It'll tell you that components have dropped, because components are either purple or gold. So the game will tell you when it drops on the minimap. You will never lose the drops. Now, I am going to go and slap-a-dap-a-doo. So let's go do exactly that. I'm gonna... Actually, I keep forgetting. I have to plan the journey first. Okay. Let's start by taking a look at what components are good and what components are not so good. So I want to start with the auxiliary powers. So let's go to the auxiliary power. Which ones drop max HP? Invader auxiliary power. Okay, this is from Deathstalker. Distorted Resolve. Okay, Deathstalker. Hungry Sonic is defense, defense, defense. So we don't care about any of these. Don't care about any of these. Polar Knight. So this one is potentially good. We'll want one of those for Haley of the Shillelagh. Well, you shouldn't be using Bunny on Gluttony. For Gluttony, you need Haley and the things like that. Bunny is just a farming character. Never bring Bunny into bosses, CC Outdoors. She can be used for bosses, but she's not good. If you want a boss, you need a real bossing character. Haley, Lepic, Glay, all these characters are for bossing. Bunny is not for bossing, so that's why you're gonna suffer. Do not be using Bunny for bossing. Just follow my Bunny builds for farming, and that's all you use her for. Never use her for bossing if you want to have a successful run. That's my advice to you. No problem, Kizza. I'm here to beat the content and show other people how to do the same. Okay, so only Polar Knight has a double HP roll, which is fair. The rest do not, including the Bravery set, which is interesting. Okay, so Polar Knight is one that we'll have to target. And of course, the auxiliary powers for the rest are great. So Dead Bride is going to die hard today. Let's start taking a look at sensors. Do any of these sensors have max hit points? Aside from the Invader sensor and Distorted Relic, which ones do? Volcanic does. Okay, that's an interesting one. Frozen Heart also does, which is an interesting one. Polar Knight also does, so this one will be good for Haley. So I'm definitely going to pick that up.
New subscriber detected.
Fair enough, CC Outdoors. Then in that case, just follow my Haley gun build and you're good to go. You'll be able to beat Gluttony easily. And of course, study the streams. The more you actually watch the streams, the more you'll learn. If you have only discovered me recently, then that'll be one of the biggest things that you have to overcome. It is not easy. It is not easy, but that will help you out tremendously. Okay, external components. Now let's look at memories. The Bravery set, unfortunately, does not have a lot of hit point based stats, which is problematic. I'm not too happy with that. In fact, the Annihilation set is more likely to be useful. So for Enzo, he is going to want an Annihilation set, and we can actually sort of scuff the Polar Knight set to make it work. Okay. Okay, so the one I need to be killing is Dead Bride. That's easy enough. I can do that with no problem with Enzo. Okay. Everything is coming up, Millhouse. Now, of course, it would be better if I got the Invader set, but if I want to do it pre-Invader set, Bravery is doo-doo. Okay, noted with thanks. Now, let's look at the processor. The Annihilation processor would also be fine. So, basically, for Enzo, what he needs is a double Polar Knight, and... Okay, so he's gonna need a Polar Knight sensor, one that's really good, and then the Annihilation set is just this and this. Okay, works good for me. So this is the only thing that's gonna need to change. Okay, got it. Now I understand what to do. In terms of storage, external components, do I have a Polar Knight sensor? That's actually decent. This one's gonna have to go. Is unrequired. Apparently I do not have a Polar Knight sensor. Okay. Let's go have some fun murdering some bosses. Now, for those of you that haven't registered, please make sure you use the Nightbot link to register. I'm sure you have, Track. That's lucky. I'm gonna go kill Dead Bride now. With my shields, though. I can imagine, brother.
Sport like this, yeah, there's nothing better.
Okay, let's go wipe out Dead Bride. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Yeah, basically that's my thing as well. I am in that zone. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. Now I'll finish her off in just a second. Gotta roll this on.
Ends when we're out of supplies.
How dare this guy freeze me? What a nerd. There we are. What you gonna do now, huh? What you gonna do about it? Like, I've got the goodies annihilation-wise, so I'm really happy with that. Except for the memory. The memory, I want it slightly better, but I'm only using this to stack the shield build. Okay, again. But Enzo is fun. Yes, boss components has fixed main stats. This is actually something that I've told people numerous times. I'm actually not sure why people still don't know this, but it's actually something that's pretty common because you'll actually see it in the access info. So do take note, guys. Your boss component stats are all standardized. Yeah, sure, go ahead. That sounds good. There we go. Well, she's cooking right now. When I have played and tested her, I'll let you know. Many people are enjoying her, but yeah, she's good. I'm just waiting for her to finish cooking. I don't like to give partial judgments. Enzo is always in Portal. That's the whole point. Okie dokie day.
Here comes a big one. Dancing firearm.
I like to do a few boss runs every now and again. I'm just gonna come down right where she comes down. Start blasting. I think she can run from me, but she cannot. There is no mercy here, dead bride. You cannot run from the one true Enzo. But I do have to supply the firearm enhancement before I can rip and tear her to shreds. And there we go.
Powering shield at light speed.
Good. That is what you should be doing. As long as you follow the bunny builds, you'll be okay. Never try different external components because what we've already worked out is the most efficient. Now you can try it for a meme build, like I said. You can try the Supernova set for a meme build, but you won't actually get any value out of it. Okay, let's go see. Spoils of War. Any good reactors? Nada. Just one, but it's probably not great. Any good components? Nada. Okay. Quite a few. Let me see. I'll check.
Important things on the
5 catalysts. 5 catalysts. He does need a few more to finish his build because he's not perfected yet. But once he is, you know, it'll be glorious. But for now, he's not perfected just yet. I have one more component, one more module I need to sync onto him. Well, that's why he needs 2 more catalysts, but I'm not going to level up right now. I will in a bit, but not right now, you know?
Impressive, huh?
Yeah, once you get to my level and you built up all the guns in the game, it's actually really easy to do exactly what I'm doing. That's the crucial key. Lots of people think that there's some secret to it, but no, it's just follow the builds. You know, you have the right guns, you're good to go. You don't even have to think about it, you know? As long as you got the right builds and you're following the stuff that I do, then you're pretty much fine. Like, there's no special secret or any kind of special sauce, you know? It's just do what I do, have the builds that I have, and of course my builds are shared freely online anyway. Just follow my builds and you're literally in good hands. Yep. Enzo with Enduring Legacy is a beast. I could do this even faster with Haley, but, you know. Only these were good. Oh well. Oh well. Never thought I'd be farming Dead Bride, but here I am. Later on, I'll probably go farm some more Amorphous for this, so I have a reason to be here. I like to do a couple of runs, and each time after I clear a couple of runs, then I'll go do some more, go get some more Amorphous. And this is how it is. Well, I mean, with Haley, it's like, what, 9 seconds? So, it is doable. But yeah, these are all overwhelming shield builds, basically. I mean, they're the new flavor. So for, excuse me, for anyone that doesn't know, the reason why overwhelming shield is so crucial now is because the Deathstalker. If you've got shields, Deathstalker's nothing, right? So everybody's building shield builds, and of course shield builds will work outside of just Deathstalker, but the idea is to make sure that everybody has access to shield builds, knows how to build them, that kind of stuff, and that's my main goal here. My main goal is making sure that everybody can build these lovely, lovely builds and, you know, put the smackdown on bosses. I want everybody to be able to put the smackdown like so and almost one phase a boss, you know? That's the idea. Who knew? Who knew? I get frozen. Just kidding. That's right, Mr. Carice. Once you have my gun build, it's easy. No, 20k. 12k is nothing. I'm already at 14k. That build is trash. If it's only 12k, that's useless. You need 20k. And I'll have 20k once I get the right components, but I'm missing one component. That's all. Once I get it, I'm good. But it can't be this particular component, unfortunately. So this one's good, but also not great. And that's not the one we're looking for. Alright, we're gonna go farm some Amorphous, though. As we should. 12k is trash tier. Of course. You see somebody running around with 12k, I would laugh them out of my stream, or I would laugh them out of my team. You say 12k is good? Pfft, worthless. 20k or nothing. If anything below 20k is like literally trash tier. Because it proves they haven't studied and experimented. I've only been studying and experimenting this for like literally 2 days, and I already understand all the principles, which is crazy, but you know, hey, that's how it goes. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna do the smart thing, and I am going to pray. Now, I am going to first do this, shoot that in. Okay, that is settled. This is unnecessary. So this can be oh my god, so that is not a normal slot. Ah, that makes so much more sense. Okay, so because that is not a normal slot, I can choose to deliberately replace this. Voila. So if I replace that, then I get a little more extra value. Okay, that works for me. That works for me, I understand. So I would need 1, 2, 3 more catalysts, and lo and behold, we are done. Okay, good. Excuse me. I know exactly what I need now. I will put you in now, and then we'll change this a little later. And then we have to just upgrade this. And we're finished. Haha. Oh, it does. But you gotta have a robot build first. Don't worry, all these builds will be dropped for you guys soon. Let's see. I wonder. Shelter. Vespers. I wonder if Track is still here. I wonder if I can use him for some labor. If there's some labor in chat. Sure, I'll just have to pick you up the 15 bajillion times that you end up going down, Star. Let me know if you're done with your dailies yet. Use some leveling for my Enzo. Yeah, fair enough. That's okay. I'm debating if I should or shouldn't. Should I make some people level me in the shelter? I think I should. Why don't I just start a public operation there with my level 1 Enzo? I'm sure they wouldn't mind, would they? I'm sure they wouldn't mind, these kind souls. Yeah, go ahead, Starro.
Here comes a big one.
New subscriber detected.
Thank you, mobbing build Ajaxes. Very, very kind of you. Just any of them. I usually go into hard mode. Sure, it's 6%, but for me, that's the fastest. Unless you want to spend time, you know, waiting forever. But I wouldn't do that, so. For me, I keep it simple. I just farm her using the 6% drops in hard mode, and you get it eventually. Because hard mode, you can usually always get 2 amorphous drops. Just do the 250% with Bunny, and off you go. Yeah, good people always do more math. But sometimes you just gotta get some practical experience out there. There's no shortcut to success, ladies and gents. Unfortunately.
Reloading.
No chance.
Oh man, I actually let myself down. The only downside to shields versus HP is that you actually have to bother, like, checking them because there's no warning when you're low. Unfortunate. But also okay with me. One of these is a mask for Glay, huh? Interesting. I thought about that, but I don't really want to. Like, I want to manually manage it, which I'm pretty okay at so far. Just that I have to think about it. That's the only downside, I guess. I have to get used to new habits, you know? Because sometimes I just feel so invulnerable, I just keep going in and dying. But I don't want to spam it because of the MP cost. So I'm trying to tweak a build that has the maximum survivability and offensive power. But unfortunately, 5 mods need to be devoted to survival to really reach the insane levels of shields, you know? Oh, wait. We're at the boss area. What am I doing? On a blast. I was thinking to myself, what am I doing? It's the boss area. Now let's waste him real quick. There we go. Good. Level 14. Good there for now. Nothing good here. All delete. Delete. Ooh, the loot. Alright, restarting. 400% are such a great way to level up right now. I'm loving it. This is the way. Freak, my guide for the new boss is already up. I've been using Haley. Antisocial ants. Some people like the 15%, but it depends on how long you want to spend farming the amorphous. I have been faster farming the 6%, but yeah, it's up to you. In the meantime, those of you enjoying my builds and my content, don't forget to like the stream and of course register me as your favorite content creator. The code is in the chat. All you gotta do is hit that link and you're good to go. Alright? The more people that register me, the better. Thank you very much if you decide to do that. I'd be very, very grateful. We have a Freyna. Good. Now to really enjoy. Freyna will kill everything for me. I love having Freynas in 400% runs. Oh, it feels good. Look at it. Look at it. Now that's what I call beauty. Let the lag begin, baby. Go, ultimate Freyna, go. Wipe them all. Ah, this is glorious. Yep, I'm loving it. You got it a first try, Tariq? Nice. That's actually really good. I looked at the amorphous farm. I was like, no way I'm doing that. I just went straight to 6%. I got it within like 6 pulls. So I was like, okay, worth it. Worth it. Now this is the way. Out of my way, human beings. This is so good because all I have to worry about is the end fight. Now I'm gonna absolutely rip both these bosses at the same time. Haha. Okay, one set down. Let's reload my firearm enhancer. Okay, good. Okay, one. Oop, darn, almost. One boss down. Other boss. Oop, might kill me. There we are. Reloading, everybody. Bossing with this Enzo is the greatest ever. It feels so good. La 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 la. And he's dead. Ain't nothing better. Now this, and I'm leveling without any boosters. Like this is leveling, ladies and gents. This is leveling. 400% is the way to go. Alright, again. Yeah, the amorphous isn't guaranteed, which is the problem. When I saw that, I was like, nope, not even trying. This guy's name is Disc Jockey, love that. Oh, whoops. There we go. Go, bunny, go. Yes, ring build. A ring build bunny. This is gonna go fast, baby. Don't worry, bunny, I'll help you. There you go, there you go. Don't worry, anything you don't kill, I'll mop up. Got you, bunny. I got you. Anything you don't kill, I got you. Oh, Freyna finally showed up. Nice. Now this should go fast. It shouldn't be. At least not to my knowledge. I could always be wrong, but at least as far as I can tell, no. The vault timing is the same, because I did some vault hunting just yesterday. And it should still be as per whatever, you know? Should being the key word, of course. Oh, Blair. Coming on, Mr. Aspect. I'll res you. You can do better. No. How dare they? Yep. Okay, let's finish this.
Powering shield at flight speed.
I think the weight of the door culture might be very, very good. I just thought about it and I said, I think for the 400% it's probably a good idea so that nobody misses out on loot. So if ever running with randos, yep, that'll be the right way. Ah? Oh, that track. Yeah, no, I've seen that sometimes the vaults don't spawn. I've had a couple instances like that, but I don't know if there are any problems or if any of the timings have changed. But yes, I've had a few instances like that. Odd, but it is like that, so. Good behavior, good culture. I like these guys. Respectable. Okay. My levels are going up, up, up. Any good reactors? Not really. This one would have been nice if not for electric skill on a non-attribute, but it is what it is. Dump these, dump these. Okay, I'm gonna restart. Yep, it is Bitter Blossom. I got the White Eagle or White Owl. I can't remember what it's called, but yes, as soon as I saw it, I was like, insta buy. Insta buy. No, no playing around there, for sure. 110%, you know what I'm saying?
Impressive, huh?
Okay. Bunny and Ultimate Delay. Interesting. Shingeki no Bunny. Oh, I see. Bunny's going for the big Boomba type build. Yeah, I guess it works. I'm not a huge fan of it, but it does work. Good-o. With multiple bunnies, this is gonna be fast.
Changing max.
Nyum. I love how the door closes as soon as somebody gets in. That is wild, but funny. Okay. Okay, Priest of Narcissus will die soon. Ow. Increase my crit rate and then blast, blast, blast. Phew. Nice, level 28. Good, good, good. Leveling even without a booster is such a breeze right now. I'm digging it. Okay, I mean I should use a booster, but not going to. Which weapon is this? Enduring Legacy. Okay, now let's see. Yeah, considering the amount of work I have to put in, it's very minimal, so I can just keep going and going and going. The build for it is also on my channel already. Everyone should have an Enduring Legacy. It's one of the main builds, that it's one of the main like weapons that you'll want to farm if you want to succeed in this game. Like, it is quite crucial. Okay, time for 2 frames per second, baby. This location is the best. And you want to just have 2 frames per second? This is where you go. Should probably go clear modules after this. I probably have too many hanging around. Whew. Why is it so hard to talk in TFG chat? Everything gets banned. Probably due to sensitivity issues. Hate to say it, but most of the time, it's due to Western regulations that most of these companies have to adjust. That and also certain regulations in China. So that's why Lamau is banned. Because a particular Chinese dictator, I'm sure you guys know his name. I don't think it's swearing. Like, a lot of time there's some innocuous words that get banned, but It's just because you have to keep up with actual regulations globally. That one they'll definitely fix, but at some later point. It's also not really a quick fix because it has to be integrated across several different activities. Ooh, level 31 already. Okay, good. Gonna take a breather and kill some dead bride. So back to town. Let's also wash away some of the modules. Well, you're gonna need 5 copies in total. 1 is the copy that you actually wield, and 4 copies are for enhancing the unique ability. So every ultimate weapon, you always get 5 copies. Oh, sweet. Lol. Miss Raven, if anybody is leaving because you're killing too much, then they are morons, because why would you deny free XP? It's like, bro, I want to get the kill. You want to get the kill? You exactly right, Miss Raven. You tell them. You go get a real Asian robot build, then you're going to get the kills. You know, it's so silly. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of people that, like, you know, behave in that manner. It's just not my style, and it's just not my thing, you know? Like I said, not a big fan. I have my preferences and I have things that I like, but I will say one thing. Genuinely not a fan of those types of people. Like, if you leave in over that, then you are silly. Okay, let's go combine stuff that I will never need for the rest of my life. Alright, here we go. It is crazy. It is crazy and silly at the same time. Thanks, Deception. Shout out to you from Australia. Yeah, I have to shift delete the normal ones. There's too much to do. So, yes, I know you guys have been waiting for so long, but I shift delete the normal mods. I set the filter to normal and I shift delete those because otherwise there's just too many to go through. Especially now that I'm doing combining as well. So I gotta be very, very careful. Now, the gold mods, I have no choice. I have to dismantle these manually. That means real Asian robot build, i.e. somebody who uses one of my builds. I mean, you do realize, Prime Greed, my name is RAR, right? Real Asian Robot. It's okay. I recognize your weakness. Your weakness is noted. Come on, give me some of the new mods. You. Double U. I mean, I know I will be able to farm them eventually, but I'm just like, okay. Laziness. Sheer laziness. Farming is for nerds. Going good, nameless user? Yeah, I already saw that, Chevet. I saw that this morning. I didn't even know there was an update, but I checked it out. I was like, okay. This is why I don't shift delete unless I'm very, very sure. If I'm not sure, I don't shift delete. Because you don't know what you'll lose. That's the problem. You don't want to be losing random shenanigans. Oh my god! Give me some of the new modules now. I think I got one of them, but still. More. Discharge amplification. I do not have many copies of that yet, so. How is Glay for Deathstalker? Don't ever use Glay there. Have you checked out my Deathstalker guide video? Because, okay, what you need to understand is that Deathstalker works very, very differently to other Colossi. Deathstalker appears to have a debuff, alright? And this debuff will actually literally take away your hit points, your maximum hit points. Therefore, even with the help of other characters, you're probably going to have a bad time. So I would genuinely recommend being very cautious of Deathstalker, and if you're going to use a HP-based character, you're not exactly going to do very well, and that's just my 2 cents. So I have pretty much avoided using anything related to Glay, and I just use characters that I know, like, I can build shield builds on. So Enzo, Haley, all that. Check out my guide video for Deathstalker if you want more information. Pretty much the same thing. Hey, Pure Acid. Let's see. What is it that I do not own yet? Tech intensive. Yeah, a couple of these. Couple of the intensives. Couple of the charge intensives. But I'll get them. That and toxic mixture. I still don't own that yet. That can happen, Moonlay. That's why make sure you have your filter set up like I've shown everybody. And you'll be all good. Okay, let's go kill some Dead Bride.
Information about the Colossi.
I mean, Glay was the big bossing character, so it makes sense that they sort of took her down a peg. They were like, nope, too much Glay. So, but take note that this is what they're going to be doing every single time. They have already stated that they are going to be changing up the meta each and every instance. So you're probably going to see a lot of those kinds of shifts happening. Well, it really depends. Bunny is a farmer, and on the farming builds, I would most likely be running additional skill power, but I haven't tested yet. When it reaches the point where I'm, excuse me, ready to test, then I will. At this current moment, I'm not testing because there's no purpose for me to test. Like I said, I will in future, but my priority is getting everything up to snuff first. Well, listen, nobody would ever use a bunny for any kind of boss if they're sensible. Bunny can be okay, but here's the thing, you're still going to need a shield build either way, and Bunny's defensive stats are very low. So you have to think about it from those kinds of points of view. Like, I get that many people might want to play this Descendant or that Descendant, but the Descendants themselves may not be very effective. Bunny is not a strong Descendant in terms of bossing, and she never has been. Sure, you could run like a good gun on her, but then what's the point of playing Bunny? So yeah, you gotta think in those terms, see? And that's why most people would not bother with Bunny for these kinds of bosses. Like, looking at the type of the boss that it is, Enzo and Haley would have much better results. And of course, even Ajax, Fusion, anybody that, you know, can either deal with her debuff or build lots of shields would be more useful than Bunny. Bunny is literally just a farming character. Nah, alright. As you wish, Starro. I don't care whether you do or do not. You are a traitor already, so you do what you wish. All of you TNL players are disgusting traitors, and you shall be hated for the rest of your existence. Forever. Remember this. But yeah, coming back to the main point, For Deathstalker, I would really recommend you either want high firepower like Haley, all that kind of stuff, or you will want other types of characters that can actually, you know, do well. Shield-based builds are basically the thing now. So yeah, never ever use one Descendant for everything. Like, it's usually a bad way. The most important thing is to have the right Descendant for the right job, and that's the crucial key. If you have the right Descendant for the right job, you will never go wrong. If you use the wrong Descendant for the wrong job, it'll always feel like a struggle to actually maintain your kills, your kill times, things like that. It can get pretty rough. And that's what a lot of people do forget. Like, they say, oh, but I main this character. I'm like, why are you maining a character? Like, you like that character, that's fine. You can get the most skins for that character. But if you main that one character, you're going to struggle in a lot of content. Exactly, Star. Exactly. Tell that to the rest of the faithless as well. How dare they? How dare they? But yeah, sure. I mean, you go ahead and play whatever you want. I'm gonna go do my thing. Of course, everybody has to update everything, dude. That's why, like, when a new boss is introduced, some people will be able to beat it on the first round if they've already had the right investments or if they had, like, the stuff needed. But quite frankly, you know, at the end of the day, you have to understand that whenever new stuff is released, you're gonna have to prepare accordingly for it. And I think that that's what a lot of people have missed out on. Preparing accordingly is gonna be quite crucial.
Firearm.
Good. There we go. I'm gonna do a couple more kills to try and get a good polar sensor. Praying that a nice one drops, because I just need one good sensor and I'm satisfied. Then I have a even better Haley shield build for Deathstalker. I'm gonna farm like crazy. I can smell the power. The power. I haven't made an Enzo build on this channel, to be honest. But this is one of the Enzo builds that I will publish once it's finished. It's gonna take a bit of effort, but it'll get there. Main thing is that I want to max out the raw amount of, the sheer amount of, like, DACA that I can put out on this guy. Like, he puts out a lot of DACA, but the biggest problem right now with Enzo is just that gun builds are always a bit lesser than skill-based builds. So he does suffer from the same thing, but more or less with a good gun, you know, he can kill pretty effectively. But yes, this build will be shared with you guys tomorrow. Today I've got some advertisements to film instead, so I'll be working on that. But yeah, tomorrow I will happily put out this build for you guys if you want it. If this is what you want, it shall be delivered, humans. Hey, Soy. It is almost done, but I do have some more leveling to do. So that's gonna be something I must complete. Very well, very well.
Big one.
Yeah, I see that you humans desire my Enzo build. Sure.
Fresh rounds.
It is almost done, but just need a little more. Sure. I will deliver it to you tomorrow. My word you have. Would be cool though if I could actually like finish leveling him today. Fingers crossed. I'll see how much I can do. Like I said, I could farm this faster with Haley, but I don't know. You know, I don't know. I'm just feeling this vibe right now. Okay, let's see. Any good components, please? One good sensor. Could it be? Could it be? Aw, oh, come on. Not a max MP sensor. Oh. Why? You piece of... Well, I guess it's okay for now. Whatever. I'll put it on for now. Poor Enzo will have no MP. Nah, he'll have to leave this on for now. Ah, shame. Next round. You should probably also have my, you should also probably have my, what you call, my Enzo build ready.
Sport like this. Yeah, there's nothing better.
Oh yeah, you wanna try and walk, huh? You wanna try and walk? Ain't gonna happen, Dead Bride. Ain't gonna happen. Get ankle slapped. Well, more like calf slapped, but you get what I mean. They do? Because they don't on my end. Like, if they're making the Descendants bald, then what? Sounds like a texture issue. Oh, this is not a test for my shield build. My shield build is already perfected. I know exactly what I need. But I do have to maximize this level. So that's gonna be next on my list.
Impressive, huh?
I love how her ankle twists every single time she tries this shenanigans. Like, bruh. Lol, she froze me, but she's down as well. What a nerd. Alright, alright. She did stop my continuous fire, so I'm gonna end up with slightly less damage on this one. Urgh. How dare she? Okay, restore my shields. There we are. Now this time you can't stop my gunfire. What are you gonna do about it, huh? What you going to do about it? Yeah. You have to... Ultimates and normal are separate, so never invest in a normal Descendant. Don't waste your time. Unless you are confident that an ultimate's not going to come out so soon. So Enzo and Haley are very safe to invest in because I don't think they're going to get ultimates for quite some time. So yeah, don't be afraid to invest in them. But of course, it would be wiser to wait until there's an ultimate, especially for some of the earlier Descendants like Sharon and the rest. I'm waiting because I have a feeling that they might get an ultimate soon. So I don't want to be that guy that's, you know, ending up like having to reinvest again because I have to make every catalyst the F2P way. I cannot buy them because that is part of my deal. I'm here to show you guys how to do these things as per normal, you know? So yeah, it's not gonna be easy. Yeah, flow bits, that's a shame. I have every Enzo mod except the one that I don't want, so. Yeah, exactly, Darasend. That is exactly what a lot of people have been talking about, so yeah. I think that by the time they get there, they will definitely have that. Ah, good. The weekly mission is complete normal Swamp Walker one time. Okay, I guess I could do that. I'm just gonna go pick up my crystallization catalyst. Let me go complete normal Swamp Walker. Actually, how many points do I have? How much is a Descendant XP booster? 5 points. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Instead, should I use one of the ones in here? I don't know. I do want my Enzo to be faster, but not like this. Never mind. I don't think I'm gonna use it. Not for now, anyway. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's use it. Screw it. I am that sort of man. I'm a legend. I'm a legend. I'm the Legend 27. 5 hours. Let's do it. Okay, now that I have the XP booster, I'm gonna go boost up my Enzo. My Enzo of the Garbenzo. But first, before I do that, I'm gonna go murder normal Swamp Walker, because apparently I have to. Let's go. Is there a cooking bag? Ultima Frena was done in 2 hours. I mean, no, there's no cooking bug. So if you experience this bug, you may have just spent caliber. I genuinely don't know, but there's no bug as far as I'm aware. But there could have been one if you started it this morning because a new hotfix was just released. We don't know what bugs come with that hotfix, so... Genuinely, I don't know. Because I have not experienced this. Everybody that I know is cooking Ultima Frena as per normal. So, unless you accidentally spend caliber, I got no answer for you. Die, normal Swamp Walker, die! Die! Please keep in mind this is normal Swamp Walker, okay? This is not anything or anybody special. Just the normal guy. So please don't think, oh my god, his Enzo build's so good, he can kill Swamp Walker in one phase. No, this is normal Swamp Walker. I'm just doing it for the weekly quest. Because I like my points, and I'm gonna spend my points on boosters. Hey, then that's good, man. That's real good. Ain't nothing wrong with that, pal. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay, let's go level up my Enzo. Nah, I didn't get lucky. Use a hacker. Use a hackster. A hackster. #1 hackster. Yeah, got my catalyst. Let's go, it's Enzo time. Okay, I'm gonna go to the quarantine zone. I want to try this on 400. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, public. I hope they bring some frayness for this. In the meantime, ladies and gents, if you haven't already, please make sure you guys like the stream. And of course, for those of you that haven't yet chosen to support me as a creator, please make sure you hit that link. Alright, register me as your content creator. Oh, and one last thing. Those of you that want some sick gear, like I'm wearing right now, make sure y'all check out my new collaboration with Yume. There's going to be a video about it. But if you like this type of gear, alright, Yume and me got a collaboration going on, and we got our own code. So, enjoy.
This'll change the game.
We got bunnies and Freynas. This is gonna be over. I was gonna pump up. Woo, let's go. Let's go out and I can't be saved. Times that I tried to swim against. Put me down upon my knees. Oh, I beg and plead. Say, go now with things unsaid. Should have never locked my head. Oh, that can't be made. Tigers waiting to be tamed. If your currency is SG, bro, it might be a bit expensive, but make sure that you buy it only because this one is more for Western weather. So, sorry, now I give you SG accent because I saw your currency is SG. This one might be a bit hot for SG weather because actually this one is designed for Western countries. So, you think about whether or not you want to buy it because plus it's premium, so the price is actually quite high in SGD. Most of the ones that you get in the Pasar Malam actually will be better suited for SG lah. But this one, if you want the really high quality one, it's really not bad lah, but might be quite hot. So just be aware of that. Now listen, whenever I talk to my people, you know, I gotta, like, whenever I discover that somebody is Singaporean or that they use the Singaporean currency, I give them the 100%, you know, full flavor, because it's like home base, bro. You know, it's you always gotta have that home base, that home touch. I love my home country a lot, so you know. Plus, there's like a feeling of, I guess, brotherhood, camaraderie. So whenever I talk to my people, I always gotta switch the accent. Go, Freyna, go! Destroy everything. God, I love it. So nice. Oh, absolutely. Nice job, Sun Glare. Well done, well done. Oh, absolutely, Mr. Carice. I am loving the fact that they added inventory space, all these kinds of things. It's really, really good. You know, it's awesome. Like, don't get me wrong. That is the way, man. That is the way. Yeah. Oh wait, are you not Singaporean? I thought you were. Sorry, because when somebody tips me in SGD, I assume they're Singaporean. If you're not Singaporean, don't worry. Okay, I will give you the proper accent instead. Yeah. I swear I thought you were because of the currency. I love the enemy waves on 400%. This is the game mode that they should put in like all the time. You know, like I don't want to be doing dungeons on 250%. I look at a dungeon at 250%. I'm like, this lame. What am I wasting my time for, bro? You know, literally wasting my time. No. I need 400% and only 400%. Okay, there's no other. In my opinion, there's no other game mode. Oh, damn. This guy just burst me straight up. Rude. Like, bro, rude. Thanks, guys.
Enzo, come on, up.
Alzaroki, you think you can get away? You weakling. You're just lucky that I didn't immediately cop on to who you were earlier. You be loving the smell of fresh rounds in the morning. Yep. Do drink some water and stay hydrated. Dude, this game mode is just glorious. This is what I signed up for, you know? This is what I signed up for. Actual like 2 Vulgus bosses. Dude, they need a 500% with 3 bosses at the same time, you know? I need that. I need that. We just need more and more challenges. I want to fight 4 or 5. Like, make it feel like a real Vulgus invasion. I'm telling you, that's the way, man. Ah, okay. Okay, understand. Sorry, thought you my Singapore brother. Just in case the previous statement that I made was not fully understood. Basically, the Hawaiian shirts, if you're not living in Singapore, the material is really good on the Hawaiian shirts, but you do have to be aware that the material is made for EU NAs. It's made for summer or warmer weather, but EU and NA standard. So you will actually notice that the material is a little bit thicker for the equatorial climates where there's a lot more humidity. So I would really recommend choosing this if you are in the type of weather that's a bit more dry, such as Australia, NA, EU. You'll get a lot more value out of these shirts. They are very premium, they are very high quality, and of course, I do make a commission if you do purchase them, but please take note that the discount does not affect my commission, all right? And only purchase them if you want to. They are expensive because they are eco-friendly, but they're also premium quality. Like, they genuinely, they even give you these little tags that you can use as bookmarks and stuff like that with the gear. Sorry, that's not the full tag. This is the tag. This is the tag right here, and they actually give this to you, and you can use this as a bookmark. It comes free with any of your purchases and all that kind of stuff. Like, they're super into the eco-friendly stuff. Like, their designs are beautiful. Everything is beautiful. It's a really good company. I love them, but just be aware that they are expensive because they are really going hard at the 100% eco-friendly. Like, they want to reduce the impact on the planet, and I think that's great.
Impressive, huh?
But I'm also aware that, you know, Captain Planet eco-friendly stuff, making stuff more expensive, is not really everybody's prerogative. So yeah, if you're not into that, you will probably find better deals in your local store or things like that. Oh yeah, now this is glorious. Think of the glory. A bunny, Valby, and a Freyna. Oh yeah, baby. This is what I signed up for.
Dancing firearm.
Yep. And I will happily be their hammer. They mob for me, and I hammer the big guys for them. Not a problem. I am the Emperor's light and shield. I am his eternal warrior. Blessed be the God Emperor of Man. This feels so good. This is the way to enjoy a video game, guys. I'm telling you. Every single 400% infiltration feels so fun. It feels so good. Oh man. I just can't anymore. I can't. You know, this is the way. This is just the way.
Feel the pain.
Ah, you're from the Middle East. I see. Okay, okay. That's very cool. Middle East is hot but dry. Yes. Okay. Yes. That is a good idea then. Because for the weather differences in countries like Singapore or the more equatorial climates is that it's also hot, but it's very muggy because of the humidity. So you end up as we say in now this is a Nepalese word, but we end up sticky because of the humidity. Now you're not actually gonna feel that in countries like the Middle East, Australia. So although it's a bit of a scorcher here, wearing these is totally fine.
See you later.
Dude, I agree, Dominator. It should be 400% on every mission. You know, I love it. I love it. So Australia is, I love wearing this, you know, because it's the only time I get to show off my bare dad body.
Here comes a big
Yeah, I get to be the dad bod for once.
loading. Initiate enhancement.
Ooh, darn. That was no good. It's no good. I better back up.
So annoying. Get up. Give me a hand. Help me.
What is that Freyna doing? Like, if they just don't want to res people, then okay. But I would really recommend doing so. Well, I guess I'm just gonna relax then. If the Freyna wants to solo, then go for it. But I have a feeling that it's just gonna end up getting reset. Hey, Andre. Oh, you finally decided to res us, hey? Alright.
Shield is down.
Nope. Should've resed us from the beginning. That's okay, though.
Take this.
Impressive, huh?
First that, then this. This time I'm gonna adjust my gameplay a little bit. Now if that is Alzarok, he's gonna be in for a rude awakening right there. Okay. The Alzarok. This fight ain't gonna end up like the last one. See, last time you guys got the drop on me. This time I'm actually paying attention. Well, invasions were designed as endgame content. See, this is where there was a bit of a disconnect between the devs and the people. Now, for those that have been following me since the start, they would have known this already, but basically when the invasions were introduced, they were introduced this game as endgame content. They were not meant for normal people to beat until they've already gotten a robot build, like bunny build or whatever. Like, that was the intention behind it. Now, that intention didn't play very well because basically the quest was available without any gating right after you finish normal mode. So a lot of people thought, oh my god, I can do this. No, you can't. You're actually supposed to have my fully maxed out ultimate bunny build. It was designed for people who wanted to speed run and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, they are designed to be very difficult. At least in terms of enemy stats, things like that. It's endgame content. Now, the devs have already learned their lesson, so don't worry, they won't be making the next bit of game content, end game content right from the get-go, because that is, again, very silly. Seasonal content should never be end game, but unfortunately, in this particular case, they made that mistake. They will not make that mistake in Season 2. Or at least I hope they won't. I'm pretty sure they've learned their lesson by about now. I mean, some people found it obvious, but there's a lot of people that also, like, because there was no gating, they thought, oh, I'll just do this straight after, you know? Which was the wrong way to do things. Like, if I was them, I would have said, okay, if they want to make it endgame content, then you gotta gate it. Put it behind Molten Fortress or something, you know? Just how, like, how you can't do Deathstalker without having first done Gluttony, at least. You gotta prove that your skills are at that level. Or that you can at least get carried at that level. And then off you go from there. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Therein lies the disconnect. I think so. I think that there's potentially, like, that could potentially be one of the reasons. But at the same time, I'm just like, I don't know though. Oh man, look at this. I gotta get a little bit of XP. Don't know where to go to get just a tiny bit. BRB, I'm gonna go get some lozenges and then I will go get my tiny bit of XP so I can actually, like, catalyze this guy. BRB. All right, I'm back. Okay, let me just go, Sterile Land, anticipated ambush point. Where are you? There. Mom, I left my Himalaya packet on your desk instead because it's cooler there. Yes, the water melt. Okay. Leave the door slightly open. Okay, sure. Weather's way too hot. I mean, I'm glad for the hotter weather, but yeah. Now we got some airflow. Alright. Let's go get some XP. Okay, I just need to repeat this a couple of times and we got it. I just want to get my level 40. There we go, level 40 done. Sweet. I'll finish this mission, then out we go. Then we're gonna catalyze, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna go hit up some more 400%. Get Enzo to max again.
Changing max.
Back to town. Nice. I've dropped the Glay Massacre build completely, but if you want it, go for it, you know? Have you watched my video on ETA 0? You should watch the ETA 0 video, pure acid. Already on my channel, mate. And if you're missing videos, what you do is you hit the bell button and then you set it to all, because if it's set to personalized, it won't give you all my videos. If you don't want to miss the videos and the content and the information, like you want instant access to information, hit the bell button, set it to all, and you're all good. That's how YouTube works. YouTube will either, like if you don't hit the bell button, you don't set it yourself, what YouTube will do is that YouTube will decide for you and say, okay, you know what? Yeah, you know what? I think that a guy like you, you know what? Yeah, you better, you know, just watch this video instead. And then you'll just be sitting there thinking to yourself, what? So, that's the thing. I'll keep it this way for now. Until I find something with perfection. Okay, let's catalyze. La 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 la. Time to catalyze. Good. Enzo just needs one more catalyst and he will make it. 20,000 shield build incoming. Hey, DJ. All right, back in we go. Let's do this. Well, I'll definitely check out some of the new modules for sure. I have been thinking about them. Why is this bunny so slow? There are two bunnies and they're shooting. What the hell? Are these bunnies okay? They are not running RealAsianRobot builds, that's for sure. Oof. Bunnies should never be this slow. This is why, ladies and gents, remember, following the correct teacher is so important if you want to do well in games like this. If you follow the wrong teacher, you end up like this. Okay, don't be running some bad bunny build. You want to run the real deal. Alright? What do we always say? If it ain't an RAR build, is it even worth your time? Alright, we gotta do this the right way. Who's gonna bombard him? That's how they gonna behave. I got this. My Enzo will never die and I'm level 5. So ladies and gents, what do we say to the god of builds? If it's not a robot, I don't want. I have no doubt, my guy. I wanna put in some testing time, but this will be after I get Freyna, you know? Because I do want to put into the testing time, but only after I acquire the Frey. Once I do, then I will. Makes sense to me anyway.
Restoring shield.
No chance.
Loading.
Ladies and gents, if you don't want to embarrass yourself in video games, just always make sure you follow the builds. The more you study, the more you learn, the better. Alright? Get yourself a real Asian robot build, everybody's gonna respect you. Because you'll just be murdering everything before they can even touch it. And that's the difference. You build badly, oof. You're gonna suffer hard. I would farm it in the normal field, dude. A lot faster. But 400 is also a way. Like, I like that 400 mission, you know? I'm gonna hit it a bit more. But only after I get my Enzo back up to around the level 30s, because that mission is a bit more hardcore than this one. I see a Haley here, but I don't know if she's AFK or just not firing anything at all. Because Haley should have wasted all this with Thunder Cage by now. Oh, she's down. Okay. Makes a lot of sense. No. What a shame. But that was my bad. I should have been paying attention to my shields. The only thing that I don't like is that shields don't have a warning system, so if you're low on shields, there's no like screen-based warning. I should have paid attention, but that I accept my fault for. That was simply a bad play by me. Yeah, this Haley is not very good. That's okay.
Need anything else, Haley?
First time I'm meeting bunnies that don't instantly give everything. Well, that is how it is. I'm glad you're learning English from the stream.
Powering shield at light speed. More like this.
Okay, switching over.
Menacing firearm.
Where's the other boss? There he is. Now for this fight, most people will focus on this guy first. Why? He's a lot easier to beat down. He's got practically no damage, and He's just more of an annoyance. But he does interrupt your attacks quite frequently, so usually you just waste this guy, he's done. Then you go for pseudo. Yeah, that's the problem. Like, I need a more visual aid, but I also blame myself. Like, the thing about shield builds is that you have to be switched on. Unlike HP builds where I just turn my brain off and off I go, shield-based builds, at least as far as I can tell, are all about keeping your brain on. You know, you keep your brain on and off you go. Like, that's the ideology behind them. And I can certainly agree to that. That is the way that they're supposed to be played. So, for me at least, I definitely think that the shield-based builds require a bit more active management. They're so solid, but it does require you to pay attention. Reset is in 13 minutes. No sunlight. Gotta do that again. I really do need to do more, I really do need to do more, what you call it? I really need to do more invasions though, because my gold reserves are starting to dwindle. And I need more. Okay, we got a different set of guys this time, hopefully fast. The best way for Enzo is that if the bunnies and the farmers take care of all the minions. Okay, yeah, these guys are good. These bunnies are good. This will not be a painful mission. Although they are going a little too ham, like, my guy, you have to kill everything. He's down, I suppose. It would be cool if they did. Remember that going fast as a bunny is good, but you go too fast and you don't wipe out everything beforehand, yeah, people aren't going to respect you for that. A good bunny kills everything that is a mob. Well, I can understand leaving stuff for your other teammates to pick up, you know. A good bunny should always be at the forefront of the kills. And if you're using the Supernova set, God, please don't do that. Freyna is crazy in 400%. That's why we love it. Crow Batman, no, because quite frankly, those builds are just gimmicks. They're fun, but they're not actually going to get you good results. I'll just be real with you about that. If you speed farm using my bunny builds instead, you'll just smoke everything, so there's no need to worry or be concerned. The choice is yours, but quite frankly, you're not going to get good results, and I'll just say that openly. There's a lot of people that have tried. I've seen it in numerous circumstances, but overall, they're not very good. I wish that was not the case, but unfortunately, it is what it is. I mean, she does, guys. She does. I know you people are kidding, but still, yes, she does have fourth skill. Ah, made it in. It's called my rolling thunder technique. Now, where is that priest of Narcissus? There he is. I'm gonna smoke him real fast. Okay, good. Ow. All the loot boxes. Now we gun down this guy. Here we are. Yeah, no, it is fun, but it's just more of a meme build. Unfortunately, like, it can work, but it's mostly just memes. Like, what you want to do is you want to reduce the skill cost as much as you can to extend the duration of your Kamehameha. Then basically, you run that and you just bursting out with as much damage as possible. It's not bad, but it's just weird. And it still won't help you boss, unfortunately. It's not like boss levels of awesome. You never know. What if they listen to you, guy? What if they listen to you and make her fourth something that makes her run even faster? But yeah, I never made one on my channel yet. Like, I've seen it before and I understand how to build it, but it's just a bit weird for me, so do forgive me because I have not decided to run with that. I love this. Now this is what I call heat. Yes. Have you watched my video on it? Because I explained everything in my ETA 0 video. If you did not watch the video, if you watched a video by somebody else, you may not get all the information. But yeah, my video is already on my channel. I released it yesterday. You can just check that out to understand all the rules, everything you need to know about the ETA 0. How many permission? 8 permission. Again, all of this is covered in the video, so I would highly recommend have you watch my video. If you haven't watched the video, watch the video. It'll teach you everything you need to know. Yeah, there was one this morning, Bitter Blossom. It's already long past. So if you're playing right now, your game is already updated. It's a minor one, just fixing some minor bugs and stuff like that. There were some minor bugs caused by this update, so they fixed those, and that's basically it. They especially wanted to fix the whole deleting all your energy-activated blueprints and stuff like that, because, yeah, that probably wasn't a good idea. Yeah, you'll have them restored. That's what the hotfix says, so I don't know. If you get them back, let me know. But the hotfix does say you'll get them back, so hopefully you do. Lol. This is why I never shift delete, guys. Come on, you should know by now. This is why I teach you guys. Don't shift delete. Alright? A real man deletes manually one at a time. Alright? True warrior would only ever delete one at a time. Okay, good. Clean out inventory. What's in the shop rotates, so sometimes one shop will be better, sometimes another shop will be better. That should be pretty standard.
Here comes a big one.
Making sure. Okay, good. Soon I'll go to the other 400%. Oh my god, leveling is just so fast. It feels so good. Look at this, ladies and gents. Look at this. Now this is speed leveling. This is the only way to speed level, yo.
Reloading.
To your death. Damn it. Be gone. Be gone.
Damn it, I'm out of bullets. Sport like this. Yeah, there's nothing better.
To your death.
Okay, good. Teleport me. Shield Enzo is super spicy. That's the best part. I'm gonna try and paint him up like the Red Comet. So when they see it, they'll know it's me.
Feel the pain.
They're gonna call me the Nine Breaker. But I'll do that another day. Not today.
Powering shield at light speed.
Easy. Okay, now we go to the other 400% and we finish getting to level 40 and then we buff up our character one more time. I tell you, before the end of this stream, my Enzo's gonna have 3 catalysts put in and it's gonna be good. Oh, I should probably check in on ETA 0. I don't think, I mean, I've already bought the items I need, but I just want to double check. Actually, you know what? I'm too tempted. Let me see. Can I paint him up? Can I paint him up like the Red Comet? Do any of the reds look good? No. At least not good enough for me. Clear coat of red could be alright, but you know what? I think we'll start with real matte black. Maybe on the second one, clear coat red. Yeah, something like that. Because the others are just not good enough. These are orange. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. I don't know, I'm dissatisfied with the red. It looks cool, but let me see how best to satisfy myself with this. Black first. Should I just go pure black with trimmings of red? Nah, you know what? I'll just leave it as white. Screw it. Okay, so let's go to the other infiltration. Where am I going? I had to test, but I'm satisfied now, so off I go. Oh wait, these guys have reset. Alright, before I go and do those resetted ones, I'm eager to try out these new ones, but yeah, let's go ETA. I don't have to run over there, but somehow I do every single time. Just to watch my little wings flap. I love that when you jump, the little wings flap. It's awesome. Okay, yeah, no. It's once per week, and that's fine with me. I will pick up some of these, though. Good enough. Good enough. As for these, give me the stabilizer, the energy activator. Give me all this crap. Already have Enduring Legacy, I don't care about that. The rest is fine. Okay. Sorry, wrong terminal. There we are. Let's see. The oh, I want to try the chapel. I hate the chapel because of how slow it is, but let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go. It's time to try out the chapel. Oh yeah. Hello, B-Walker. So yeah, ETA starts on Friday. Doesn't reset till next week. Such a shame, but eventually I'll probably build up a huge stock of inventory slots. And that's what I want. I want all them inventory slots. The best. Best. Only then can I be truly satisfied, ladies and gents. Only then. Let's go with butt.
Sport like this. Yeah, there's nothing better.
So this is the first real area where they have to fight. Okay, good. No elite in this area, but I guess that's okay. Nice! I hope you had a good time. I'm checking out the 400% today. So far, so good. Surprisingly. But not a lot of elites in this one, which is weird. I'm hoping more will spawn soon. Because the elites are what's really driving this. Although Kingsguard Lance, lol, everybody seems to be enjoying that. Ah, Elite Slayer, good, good, good. Elite Vanguard. The fact that the chapel spawns enemies behind is weird, but I guess that's their way of making sure everybody isn't just focusing in one direction and pushing. Interesting spawns, I guess. Yeah, of course, but I didn't want to sap the MP. Stim Accelerant will give you slightly higher hit points, but don't forget, you'll have lesser MP, which is pretty bad. For Haley, it's not a wise decision, but there are still other ways that you can increase your hit points, mostly through her shields, mostly through external components. I'm now adjusting for way better external components, or at least trying to find some that reach the level that I want. So I hope that clarifies that. Like I mentioned, it's by no means the best build that I put out. I just put out a decent enough build, but I'll have more advanced shield builds coming soon. Yeah, I find that not enough. That's the entire problem. Either that or you have a higher MP roll than I do. But based on my roll, I could not sacrifice it. The reactor change? Not yet. I'm sure they'll tell us when it's ready. But yeah, what I'm looking for right now is way better rolls that I can implement. My Enzo's almost there. I gotta admit that. My Enzo's almost there, but I'm loving it. Oh, damn. Whoops. That was an accident. Shame. Gonna crawl over. Ah, thanks, this bunny. Right now, I'm trying to finish this Enzo build. Make sure I have it just right. Not bad, level 37. But I don't know, somehow the chapel is not all that great. Let me get out of here. I'm gonna try the Haven, see which one's better. Hey, congratulations, Kyle. Welcome. It just went dark in my room. Sun must have been temporarily blocked out. Okay. Alright. Let's go. Get rid of all this. Anything good? Nope. These ones are useless. Okay, let's see. The Haven. 400%. Go for this. Let's go. What are the best components for shields? Still working on it. I've got a few that I want to try. But at the very least, you want a two-set of Annihilation. The memory and the processor for Annihilation are pretty good. There is actually a better processor, but unfortunately the biggest downside that I'm facing right now is that I still want the duration increase on Enzo at least. So, yeah. But thus far, that's what I've got. And it's working fairly well, not gonna lie.
Here comes a big one.
Still in that stage where I'm almost there, but I will have close to like 18,000. After one more catalyzation, I'll have, yeah, around about 18,000. While still maintaining attack power. But yeah, once I've worked it all out, I will happily post. Like this Enzo build, I should be finished by tomorrow. I'm gonna post it. It's just the one last component that I need. But I haven't gotten it yet, so. Well, Darcy, the next thing is Haley, yes. Make sure your bunny is like fully maxed out, endgame leveled, and use her to farm Haley. That's what you want to do. Because if you're not farming Haley, you're going to suffer a lot. Haley is very, very good for everything. Also, you might want to invest in an Enzo. Enzo is great for the Deathstalker and a lot of other bosses, but he also requires a good gun. So if you haven't worked on a gun yet, you want to work on Enduring Legacy. Alright, then work on Haley. But if you've already done your guns, then work on Haley. Because no matter what, you can't avoid working on guns. Guns are very important.
Initiate enhancement.
Selecting objective.
So far, so good. Okay, goodies down here. Nice, Christopher. Good. And good luck, Darcy.
Feel the pain.
I'll tell you, this game gets fun once you build everything up. It can be a bit of a pain until you do build everything up, but it gets to be so much fun.
See you later.
Press up.
The Brimbo, the Blind Assassin. Where do you teleport to? Oh, he's over there. Okay. Why is his movement pattern confined to this? Well, doesn't matter, but still weird. Normally he isn't, but okay. Done. Enzo and Eugen are both fantastic characters, you know? So it's really up to you which one you want to roll with. I think Enzo is pretty good. Eugen's also pretty good in the current meta because both of them are very good for Deathstalker. But my Enzo build will come out before my Eugen build, so if you're a follower of my builds, I would recommend Enzo. And one last thing, make sure you've already registered me as your creator, alright? Nightbot will put up a link, just hit that link, register me as your creator. I'd be very grateful to have you as my supporter before you buy anything. Thank you if you decide to do that. But yeah, I would say Enzo first if you are a fan of my builds. I don't know how closely you follow my builds, but if you are a strict build follower for RAR, then that's probably what you want to do. Okay, now, moment of truth. The finale. The last catalyst is now going in. Alright guys, level 1 with 15,000 shields and not even the final component yet. I have done it. 15,000 shield Enzo build. I'd probably hit 20,000 later. My work is getting done. Alright, now let's go level back up to 40. Maybe I'll even get a chance to put this against some bosses. Ladies and gents, I gotta admit it took some serious effort, but we have done it. Full on Enzo shield build. It's not out yet. My Freyna's cooking, dude. I only release builds after thorough tests, so don't expect to see a Freyna build for quite some time. I mean, if you want bad builds that are released day one, then sure, you can go watch other channels, but what I will tell you, Biden, is that if you want the best stuff, you have to wait. Because what I do is first I'll test step by step. I'll say, okay, step 1, what does this do? Step 2, what does this do? And it will just go on and on and on. Slowly, stage by stage, you know, the videos will come out until finally you get the right product at the end. Now that is crucial, and that is the big difference. Hey Attila, what up? Shields meta, because right now, okay, in the past, shields were considered useless because, excuse me, HP was better and easier to get. Excuse the coughing. So, a lot of players went with HP instead of shields, but because Deathstalker has a debuff that practically cuts your HP in half, and you cannot restore it without being able to cleanse the debuff, and the debuff has no duration on it, the debuff doesn't run out. Deathstalker, once they debuff you, you are debuffed for the entire run. So it's that bad. And because of that, like, the new meta is that, okay, since I will get debuffed no matter what I do, it's better to go pure shields. She can't cut shields in half. So now everyone is running a full-on shield build. And with a few tweaks, it is possible to get ridiculous shields amounts, like 20,000 and that kind of stuff. Like, right now, I've got a lot of shield. Not even gonna lie. I am at 15,000 without full external components yet, and here's the kick in the can. I probably will have close to 20,000 when I'm done, and that's how hardcore you can go. It's really up to each individual if they want to go that hard, but this is basically what I've got, you know, and this is how much damage I deal. So yeah, feels good. Yeah, for Ultimate Freyna will take a while, so don't worry. I'll definitely be working on that. But for the rest of the stuff, don't sweat it too much. Enzo will be out by tomorrow. I've got to do some testing, but he will definitely be covered. Okay, all good. Got all my loot. Let them move me. Nice.
Impressive, huh? Initiate enhancement.
Time to kill the weak link. And if I take damage, no problem. Shield drone up. And I can just face tank. Let's go. Face tanking time. Keep in mind that I'm level 9. So I'm literally just clearing stuff in combat. I don't care. Like, the great thing about this is that I literally don't have to care. I can just blast some target in the face if I want to. And there's no mercy for them.
I'm out of bullets.
Going to just reload.
Restoring shield.
Okay, my shields are now 18,000. Yeah. Feels good. Feels good. Alright. Doing it again. Now this is pod racing. I have now 17,000 shields at like my current level. This is crazy. Like, the shield amounts are ridiculous at this moment. I'm definitely gonna get to 20k. I know somebody was talking about 12k Enzo build. I'm like, lol, 12k. Nah, we all 20k. Has already had his at like 22k or something last night. It's crazy.
Impressive, huh? Support ends when we're out of supplies. Love the smell of fresh rounds.
Don't worry, tomorrow. I promise you. Tonight we'll finish the testing. And then... tomorrow I'll release it. Right now, I just want to get him to max level, but once I do, the rest is gonna be gravy. The fact that I managed to level Enzo up 3 times from 1 to 40 in like an hour is crazy. It's nutty. It's so dumb.
This will change the game.
I like this new unspoken rule. We wait for everybody to cross over. It's really, really nice in the 400%. People have time to get their loot. It's good. I thoroughly like this. And the fact that the community does it unspoken is beautiful. That's what I like. That's what I like about games like this, and this is why I play.
Take this.
Kill deer. Time to waste him. Poor fella has no hit points. And done. God, I love this. Level 25 already. Similar. This is a similar type of game. I'm speed leveling right now. Whew. This is it, ladies and gents. This is it. I can't wait to put him through his paces. Like, have him take on all the bosses. I'm telling you, it's gonna be good. This is the way, ladies and gents. This is the way. Oh my god, YouTube, what the hell? Sorry guys, my YouTube just malfunctioned. Okay, that should be sensible. Sorry about that. This is basically Warframe with a whole bunch of very lovely guys and gals. Many of which have super cool skins. Like Enzo. Or as we call him, Garbenzo beans. Not because he's garbage or anything, no, it's just a type of bean. This guy is dead solid though. He's a support character, but the amount of damage he can dish out is ridiculous. Especially you get a good gun with him. So some of these mini bosses are actually tougher than the bosses, HP wise I mean. Easy breezy.
Damn it,
Nowadays, leveling is so fast. 400% are so good.
Be gone.
All you need is one ultimate Freyner or one ultimate Bunny and it's all over. Look at that, ladies and gents, look at that. I get to save my strength for the elites or for the boss. Either way, it works.
To your death.
Oh yeah, it's great for weapon leveling too. Both ways, it's so good. Infiltrations are the jam. Like, they wanted infiltrations to be good, so 400% is the way, man. You need something done, this is the place. This is the place, my friend, the place. I can't wait to work on other stuff. Like, right now, I've got my priorities, but I tell you, I'm gonna sort them all out soon enough. Gotcha, pal.
Big supplier of rescue has arrived.
Farming builds tend to lose out around this stage of the gameplay, but that's why I exist. My Enzo will handle it. The bosses, no problem. The farming, I'll leave it to the bunnies and whatnot, but the bossing, it's my job. Oh yeah. The chair is pretty nice, not gonna lie. Hey, wow, these are all garbage. Alright. Every 4 minutes, ladies and gents. The levels just pile on, it's crazy. It's nutty. Now, in the meantime, ladies and gents, those of you that haven't yet signed me up as your content creator, make sure you guys register your support. It's free to do so. I'd be very grateful. The more supporters I have, the more I can do for you. Before I carry on, I am going to head back to Albion for a second, though. Gotta get rid of some mods that I don't need. And then onward, we're going to finish up leveling up Enzo to 40, and then we're going to test him against all the bosses. Alone for a while, I've been searching through the past for traces of the love you left inside my lonely heart. And who hears the echoes of stories never told? Let them ring out loud till they unfold. Okay, now let's go combine some modules. Okay, come on, high roller, high roller. I want Freyna's new module. Come on, high roller, high roller. Oh, damn. High roller didn't work. Creative explosion, darn. The gold ones, just do a fast dismantle, like so. That's how you end up with 10 million Kyber. Ow. I'm also hoping for some of the new purple modules. I mean, I'll farm the rest that I need later on, but always gotta hope, you know? First aid kit. Okay. Now we'll get rid of some of these golds. Clear. Charge amplification. Hopefully it's one of the ones that I needed. Okay, again. Okay, come on, modules. Matrix recomputation. Digen. It's fast to do, thankfully. Just get rid of some of these. Want the new stuff. Give me the new stuff. I mean, I'm sure I'll get it eventually, but I want all the new stuff. All of them. Ew, fire conductor. Ew, stand stabilizer. Toxic amplification. Okay, I can dig that. Electric amplification. Okay, I can dig that. Chill amplification. Apparently there's more of those. Spear and shield. Focus on toxic. Yeah, you're meant to invite friends into the game. Maximize toxic resist. Darn. Let's cook some reds too. Incendiary bomb, damn. View duplicate modules only? Is there an option for that? I don't think so. There's only a... Oh, wait. There is. You're right. But either way, I sort by quantity, so I'm okay. I never saw that option down there, realistically. But for me, I'm okay. I just sort by quantity and off I go. Works well enough for me. Damn, no luck today. Okay. Back to leveling Enzo. Let's finish it up before stream. Before stream ends, I mean. As far as I know, it's just invite them, make them play. That's about it. Okay. Back in we go. But for me, the rewards aren't so fantastic that I'll absolutely need to go ham on that. So I'm all right.
Sport like this. Yeah, there's nothing better. Initiate enhancement.
I hate how sometimes it's not like in the game yet, so it doesn't like accept it in a weird way. So that always feels so weird. The slow-moving bunny is so odd.
Sport ends when we're out of supplies.
No problem, Arthur. I'm always here to help with my builds.
This'll change the game.
take a hit on purpose. Oh, not bad. Can't really hurt me that much. I just need one more level. Oh yeah. It's gonna be good. And it's not even maximized yet. Good. This is the way builds are supposed to be. $20,000 shields. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is life, ladies and gents. This is life. Alright. One more time. And then we're max. Enzo is ready. This dude has a name. They think I'm a duck. Lol. Guess they think they're a duck. Bang, 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 bang. It's always nice for people to recognize me. The survivability looks good, but depends on where they're showcasing it. That being said, it's not too hard to build into it. Once I've thoroughly tested everything out, it'll be great. This person is a Dauntless player? You. I won't be helping, no. What I will be doing is I will be doing boss runs, and of course, players who want to attempt things can run, but I don't do carries, as you know. So I won't be helping anybody. Rather, if they want to participate, they can. But they need to prove their build. Because the one thing I won't do is, like, I think that what has harmed players' skill level so much is people doing carries. And I get that a lot of YouTubers are desperate for viewership, so they always do carries on their channel, but carrying people is the wrong way to do things, because if they don't build themselves and they don't learn for themselves, then, you know, that is just no good. And I just don't agree with that kind of thing, you know? I feel that too many people have been carried through stuff like Molten Fortress, things like that, and they don't learn the mechanics enough. If they don't learn the mechanics, that is a problem. Because when harder content comes out, they have no idea how to adapt the content, how to do it. They're just gonna hope for the next carry, you know? So I'm gonna take a bit of a shift in policy. Like those people who've supported the stream, been around, like they want to do some of the runs, I'll be okay with that. But carries will not be performed. Yeah, I do not like the word carry because I feel that that is the worst thing that people can do right now. Sorry, but this guy is gonna have to be blocked because that's just not on. Anyone that is associated with that game, I do not wish to be associated with them. That is disgusting to find those kinds of players here. Ugh. Yeah, I use the same build on roughly all tunes. The only one that I've changed a little bit is Enzo. I'll talk about it in my video tomorrow, but basically I just upped the magazine capacity in exchange for... I can't remember which mod I got rid of. I think it was Inside Focus. But I basically just shoved more magazine capacity inside because Enzo benefits a bit more from it. That's basically it. Because Enzo, his ability only lasts until you reload. So it lasts for the clip, the magazine, sorry. I shouldn't say clip. It lasts for the magazine, but not beyond that, which is problematic. So yeah, this has been an issue across the board for Enzo with certain weapons, which is why like it's hard to find a weapon that can really do really well with Enzo because yeah, once you reload, it's gone. So unless you want to deal with that kind of thing, it's not wise. Sorry, cosplay, but I want no association with that, alright? Even if you're not part of that trash, I want no reminders of that time. I want, if you're still playing that game, do not talk about it. Do not remind me about it, alright? I have nothing to do with that community, and they have continued to harass me for the past 2 years. So, you know, do not ever speak about it. Do not ever mention it. Don't even talk about it. Even if you play and barely engage, dude, why would you even support a game with racist developers and a racist community? If you want to show up at my streams, or if you do not want to be banned from the channel, do not mention it, do not talk about it, do not speak of it. I am ironclad on that rule. I have moved on, and everybody else should too. I have moved on to partnerships with several brands, most of which are Asian. So, do not ever associate me with that any further, alright? And if that is your character, then you will remain blocked. I do not want to talk to you. I do not want to associate with anybody. I do not want to have anything to do with that. Okay, I hope I'm clear on that. Thank you, and good day. I will not be talking about that game, Brandon. It doesn't deserve any attention. It should not even be mentioned. Just know that it is a terrible game with a hugely racist community, particularly racist toward the Asian people, and their developers themselves are also racist because they have supported this racism indirectly through their actions. So I have stopped all association with that. Their people have continued to harass me over the past 2 years. I want nothing to do with that. So if you play that game, I'm sorry, guilty by association. Nobody should be playing that game. Everybody should put that game down. All right, and this goes as an ironclad rule for anybody. I do not want it mentioned here. I do not want any association with it here. Do not even bring it up. It's nothing. It is nothing but the past, and it should remain in the past. Okay, now that my Enzo is maxed out, I've got 21,500 shields, which is pretty solid. I should have time to at least do one run before I head off. So let's try. I want to see how this will run. Give me 1 second. Now the build will be released tomorrow, of course. This, put in that. Okay. Now in theory, this should work. Should being the key word. Let's see if it actually does.
I am analyzing the void paradox.
Okay, that's Stalker. Here we go. Public run. This will either go well or go extremely badly.
Detected.
It's gonna be one of two things, so let's see. Okay, I have another Enzo, a Ajax, and a Freyna. This should be good. Okay. I'm gonna go around behind, because that way, if he targets one of us, it may not be me. Okay. Looking good so far, looking good so far. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, reloading. Reload cancel by including that. Man, my damage is so intense right now. Plus, like, I'm just literally surviving everything. I love this. I love this way too much. Yep, back at full shields, 20,000. This is beautiful. This is the way. Okay, now we gotta find the correct head. Aha! There. Now this is where the fun begins. Time to get back in. Time to get back in. Okay. And beautiful. Damn near impossible to die. I love this. I love this so much. This is nuts. This is nutty. I'll go get... Oh, somebody's already getting him. Okay. Come on, that's clear. Not quite sure what this guy's doing now. He's usually, why is he just going to center? That's strange, but it is what it is. I don't care. Let him get to center. We can literally monster mash him. Oh, damn. God, took a hit there. Ooh, I wasn't careful. Wasn't paying attention. That was entirely my bad. Okay, good. I should not have done that. That was entirely wrong on my part. Ah, shame. The downside to shields is that you can't tell. Like, there's no alert when you get low. So, yeah. That was dead solid. Oh, Spottin knows me too. Nice. That is dead solid. This build is working. I'm loving it. This is too good. Too good. Okay, very, very nice. What was my damage? Not as impressive as 54 mil. Yep. Okay. 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 54 million damage, guys, with 20,000 shields. I will happily release this build for you guys tomorrow because this is just freaking solid. You just cannot die. What is gonna happen? Like, there is nothing that can even touch you. Do I still play Darktide? Occasionally with friends. I haven't played a lot of Darktide right now because the numbers are not that high, but it's a good game. It just, Fat Shark just has a lot of trouble retaining viewership, in my personal opinion. I have to be honest, I'd never shit talk companies that I work with, but unfortunately the devs of Fat Shark do not give me a lot of confidence. The only person I even liked interacting with was their CM Hedge, and of course later on Catfish. These two I think were really good and trying their best, but unfortunately Darktide is not a solid game at this current moment. It's hard to really come back to it. Like, it's fun, but mostly just something to play with friends. Imran, I would say that most people would probably just want to build the shield build anyway. I'm gonna test how the shield build functions against other Colossi, which I'll do later tonight, but for the most part I think the build is pretty much ready for combat. Just, it actually can go a bit higher, which is even more insane. I can actually buff it up just a little bit more. I can probably reach about 22,000 shields roughly, but I cannot do that yet because I need one more component that actually comes from Dead Bride, which I don't have right now. So yeah, that is about it. I'm satisfied with this build. It can literally tank Deathstalker, so I'm not even worried on this, but I do need some better components. Like, I need to finalize the components. What I have now is not sufficient. It's decent, but not sufficient. And I don't have perfected components yet. Ah well, we'll get there. For the time being though, thank you very much for joining me on stream today. It has been an absolute pleasure. I'm gonna go have lunch. Then I've got an advertisement to shoot. So for those of you interested in my new collaboration with Yume, please go check out their store. They sell premium eco-friendly Hawaiian shirts and I have been thoroughly loving them. All right. Thank you all for hanging out today. I'll see y'all tonight. Bye.